I don't know how many 9-3-year-olds can get up here, but not many. And the good part of this is you get to run down. When I was little, I had a really neat chemistry set. I made various explosives. So I actually wrote down my formula and I sent it to the Department of the Army. I didn't think anybody would pay attention to me, but I got a letter back. It said, "Dear Mr. Hollander, we would like to thank you for your contribution, and it is meritorious. And it will explode, but we would like to point out that we want it to explode when we want it to explode." I never thought about that. We don't want it to, because mine would blow up no matter what you did to it. Step on it, hit it with a match. I mean, it was ready to blow up anyway. So I always followed science and mainly chemistry and physics in my life in high school. And then I went to college. I majored in physics. We had a little war with the Koreans, so they had a draft. So I thought, well, maybe I should go in the Navy and learn electronics. The chief there handed me my application. He said, "You got to sign that." I looked at it and I said, "This is 1407. I want 1425 because I want to study electronics," and I thought that would be good. And then he looked me in the eye and he said, "Take it. It's the best billet in the Navy." I said, "Okay." I was stationed at the Naval Radiological Defense Laboratory, and their mission was to prepare the Navy and civilians for a nuclear war. And I learned so much. I finally was assigned to the instrumentation unit. And in the course of my 4 years I stayed in that unit, I traveled all over. I went to all the shots and made measurements of the radiation from the bomb. I went to the ones in Nevada, of course, at Las Vegas, north of Las Vegas in Mercury.
The Nevada desert in America is the scene of the latest atomic test. International observers come by invitation to join scientists, military and civil defense authorities making a study of the test.
They'd have a big blast. I can remember the trenches that going like a foot. You look down the trench and you can see the land, that ground wave. It's scary. It's so big. And they had like buildings, they built like houses and tanks. They want to see what happens. And I can remember going in and setting up my instruments and around this like city. I'm serious, a city. Then bam, they always fire them first thing in the morning. This city that was there was now a black sand, glass, crunch, crunch. Nothing, Nothing. Tanks are gone. I mean, everything that was there yesterday, concrete, buildings, everything. Just mound. Just a mound, that's it. You would not know that there was anything there. I was there for the Castle Bravo hydrogen bomb in 1954. I took 4 ships out to the Bikini Islands, and the idea was that we'd sail them through the cloud, and we were working on a project called washdown, where you have this pump seawater over the deck and sort of wash that crap off so that you would, so sailors wouldn't be exposed to little radiation as possible.
Bikini took its place in the story of atomic testing. The date was March 1, 1954.
It sort of fulfilled my dream, you know. I made explosives when I was a little kid, and it just progressed right to the bomb. So it was a very good experience. It made my whole life and my career of the Navy. I owe them everything. These are all triathlons, or marathons, half marathons, Ironman. I've done a few. The most significant event to me is Western States 100 miles. I want to be buried with that. 100 miles. 28 hours. How did I get into endurance? It was through endurance riding. It's an international sport. I went to Dubai to race 100 miles, and Paris, and of course all the ones in America. We certainly traveled the world with horses, yeah. Myself, personally, I think I could log over 100,000 miles on a horse. That's 15,000 competition miles. And then I got into ultra running. And the peak of my endurance experience, of course, was the Western States 100 miles. 100 miles in one day over the Sierras. I still don't know how I did it. I've done the Hawaii Ironman 25 times. I think I have the fastest time of anybody in an Ironman over 70. When I turned 80, I did 15 hours and 48 minutes. I don't think anybody's come within an hour of that, over 80. I got Guinness Book of Records for being the oldest to finish the Hawaii Ironman. I was 82. How many races have I done? Well, at least 1,000, maybe 2,000, somewhere in that range. I've ridden a horse over 100,000 miles, and I've certainly run, probably not that far, but well, I've done 100 marathons.
So what's your theory? You just keep on going if you want to keep on going?
No, that's not going to work. Well, yeah, I mean, it works. You can ask Chat, what's the average death? 70 for males, 76 now, I think we're up to. You want 76? You want to buy that? Yeah. Hell no. I want to be 115 or 20 or so. I got this wonderful wife and neat dog. So what's the secret? That's what everybody wants to know, or should want to know. And I believe that you need to go anaerobic every day. I go out and run a little ways. I can't run fast anymore, but it doesn't matter what you do. If you just do what you said, take care of yourself, and that's the secret. That's the only secret I have. And the 40 years of intense training and so forth. So I've built a structure that seems to be working pretty well. I don't like the word retire. I don't like it then, I don't like it in the middle, and I don't like it now. I think I'm still busy and active and relevant. I think if I hadn't pursued a program of fitness, doing ultra races, ultra distance events, I would not be standing here. I'm just glad to be here, glad to be an American, glad to be part of the world. I hope I made a contribution in the scientific world. I did the best I could.